A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a preview of the Master in Computer Science programs. I'm Lau. I'm the program coordinator from the Faculty of Computer Science and IT, UNIMAS. So without further ado, let me introduce our brand new programs, Master in Computer Science via coursework. All right, before we go to the details, I would like to introduce the 10 most in-demand tech jobs in the next few years or next 10 years. So for example, the AI is the top in the list, AI specialists, data sciences, robotics engineers, data analysis, and cloud engineers, big data, IS, security managers, software engineers, cybersecurity specialists. These are the most in-demand tech jobs in the market in the next 5 or 10 years. So in order to cater to fill up the job demands in the next few years, we at the Faculty of Computer Science and IT, UNIMAS, we introduce a brand new programs to bridge the gaps to provide the coursework that trains the students to become such engineers, such specialists. So let me tell you more about our computer science programs that we have in our faculties in UNIMAS. So first of all, this programs is MQA or Malaysia Quality Assurance accredited. So it's been recognized and governed by the government agency. And these programs provide two modes of studies, full-time and part-time. So I'll go to detail later on regarding the full-time, what's different between the full-time and part-time mode for these programs. So this program, like I mentioned earlier, we are actually designed this program so that we try to train a skillful workforce for the next 5 or 10 years. That's in high demand, such as AI, data scientists, and others like cloud computing and so on. So, however, because these highly skilled jobs is all related to computer science and IT. So these master programs are required a little bit higher demands on in terms of the background, the student background. So these programs is designed especially for those with computer science and IT backgrounds. So also this program also can be a path. What are the path for those who want to further their studies to the higher levels, such as PhD level. So you can use this program as a bridge to further extend your study to a PhD levels. So what are the entry requirements for our programs? First of all, you need to have a bachelor degree in computer science or information technologies with a minimum CGPA of 2.75. So if you meet these first requirements, right, then you can apply and we can accept you to these programs. If you don't have a CGPA of a minimum CGPA of 2.75, then we have other alternatives to go to be accepted to our programs. So you can, if you have a minimum CGPA of between 2.5, okay, 2.5, but not meeting the CGPA of 2.75, this is in between 2.5 to 2.75. Yes, you can also apply. Okay, you also can apply. Or if you have less than 2.5 in terms of CGPA, but you have some working experience, minimum 5 working experience in the related field, we also can accept your applications. But for these two scenarios, you are subjected to the rigorous assessment process. So we need to actually assess you whether the knowledge, the skill, the experience that you have is relevant to our master programs. On top of that, we'll also accept admission through APLA or APLC admissions. This means we also accept your working experience to be considered. Your priors academic backgrounds also can be accepted if you don't have these bachelor degrees in computer science and technologies. We still can consider, but it comes with some working experience. If you have this kind of experience and you want to get recognized, you can actually apply to APLA or APLC channels to our programs. So we have 1, 2, 3 4 different types of channels to enroll to our course. Okay, so there are other additional requirements for the entries for these programs. So if you are local students, okay, local applicants or Malaysians, so we are require you to have a mute Malaysia University's English test of band 3 for local students. For international applicants, then we require an IELTS score of 5.5 or equivalent. For example, TOEFL will require a score of minimum score of 525. If it's TOEFL based on the computer test, should be 196. If based on internet test, then will be between the 69 to 70 is required. So on top of these requirements, okay, for international students, required IELTS score of 5.5, minimum 5.5 or equivalent. So for Malaysians, we require a mute of band 3 to be accepted to our program. So this is just additional entry requirements for the Master in Computer Science via coursework. So these programs are offered in the part-time and full-time mode. Part-time and full-time mode. So on your screen, so you can see over here is a program structures in full-time mode. So in full-time mode, these programs require you to attend 3 semesters, which it can be finished within a year, in 1 year. So in first semester, right? In every semester, we will offer different types of courses. So these courses, right, can be categorized in core courses. This means common for all the these computer science, Master in Computer Science programs. So we have 3 core courses in semester 1 and 1 elective course. In semester 2, we have 2 core courses and 1 elective course. And the last semesters, we have 1 core courses plus a project course. This means it's something like a final year project, but you need to do it within 1 semester. So this is structures for the full times. So in terms of part times, then the program structures for Master in Computer Science via coursework will be finished within 2 years or 6 semesters. So the main difference between the part-time and full-time is the number of courses to be taken per semester is less. So for part-times, the maximum courses that you can have is 2. Maximum is 2, minimum is 1. So it's a bit less burden to the student, especially for those who have normal jobs. Okay, you have jobs during the weekends, during the weekdays, and you can actually enroll to our programs as a part-times, or you can do it in full-times as well. Why? It's because our program, our course is taught during the weekends. No. So far, we don't have any weekdays courses conducted during the weekdays, always during the weekends so far. So for both part-time and full-time, right, the total credit hours to be taken is 40 for both full-time and part-time. So the main difference between full-time and part-time is the durations to finish the entire course. So full-time is 3 semesters or 1 year. Part-time is 6 semesters or 2 years. So this is the courses. The courses taken to be taken by the full-time and part-time students. So the ones at the tops, okay, highlight with these green colors ones. So as you can see over here, the first semester, right, for the full-time students, you are required to take 4 courses. Okay, 4 courses. If you compare to part-times, in semester 1, we already have 2 courses. I can see for the structures, right, for part-times, okay, maximum is 2. So the first year is a bit heavy. You have 2 courses per semester. But when you advance to the second year, you only have one course per semester. So it's less burdens, less pressures if you do it in part-times. Okay, but rest assured, all these courses are taught are being taught during the weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. So these are the courses that offers in our master programs. So there are core courses, one project course, and you need to select two specialized elective courses or modules from this list. So we have these mobile computing, cloud computing, information retrieval, data visualizations. All this is I would say is the meetings the current needs or the trends of the computer science and IT hot topics in these two areas. Okay, so for the core course, right, we actually introduce IT infrastructures, because if talking about computer science, so most of the computer system, right, are running on certain infrastructures. So ICT infrastructures is one of the major course, the most important, one of the important course that we have in these programs. Cybersecurity, advanced databases, software engineering, and data science. All these are relevant to the current needs of this computer science and IT field. So to put into practice the knowledge, the skill that you have gone through from this core module and the specialized modules, then we put into practice during your project course, which in your last semester. So you put everything skill that you have, then you produce one computer science project at the last semester. Yeah, so this is what I mentioned earlier, duration of the program. So we have full-time and part-time. So full-time is 1 year and or 3 semesters. Part-time is 6 semesters or 2 years. Okay, 2 years. So all teaching and learning activities are conducted during the weekends. Okay, weekends for both modes of study. Okay, weekends. So in terms of facility and the resources that we have in universities, as well as in our faculties. So university provides various facility and resources to support your study here. So for example, we have computers facilities, we have online learning support, and we have these what we call here is a Center of Academic Information Services, or in short form we call CAIS. This is our libraries. Our library is one of the most beautiful libraries in the regions, okay, in our Borneo. So yeah. So in terms of in our faculties, we have 18 computer labs, and the ratios between the computers to the student ratio is 1:3. So we have pretty much of computing resources in our faculties. Besides that, we also have different hardware or I/O devices, for such as cameras, I/O cameras, Singapore computers, sensors, and etc. That can be borrowed from our faculties, okay, for your final year projects, okay, or computer science projects during your final semester. As well as we have 24 hours Wi-Fi hotspots that links that cover the entire campus, okay. So we have 24 hours of Wi-Fi hotspots also available to the students as well. So don't worry about these facilities. We have almost all the facilities that you need for your study over here. Yeah, so this is the member of staff that we have in our faculties. Most of them have the PhDs degrees, and they are specialized in the courses that we offer just now. Okay, so they are specialized in data sciences. They are specialized in the data visualizations, ICTs, infrastructures, cybersecurity, and so on. So these are the specialists or teaching staff that we have for the our programs. So who should apply? Okay, who should apply? Basically, for those who want to have deeper understanding, knowledge, skill, and experience in computer science, and you want to get recognized, then you are the ones should join us in these programs. So because our programs provide a wide and in-depth knowledge in the area of computer science and state-of-the-art applications, okay, applications. And if you want to become a skilled workforce in related field, in the field of related to the computer science, yes, you are the ones should join our programs. Or if you want to use our master programs as your stepping stones, as a bridge for extending your studies to the PhD level, yes, you are the ones should apply to our programs. So in terms of fee for these entire programs, in terms of fee, so we have local and international different students, so the fee will be a bit different. So for locals, we offer both full-time and part-times. So for full-time, right, so the fee is around 19K. For part-times, it's around 19K 312. The range is not that much difference, but for international students, we offer it we'll offer it at 25,546 ringgit Malaysia. This is in ringgit Malaysia. So it looks much, okay, but please rest assured, if you enroll to our programs, okay, enroll our programs for this September's intake, for this September intake, the due date which is on the 12th September, okay, almost around corners, we offer 20% discount for new students if you are not the alumni. If you are our students, okay, you have your bachelor degrees from us, from our universities, then you are entitled for 30% discounts. So if you are the senior citizens, then you are entitled for 50% discount, 50% discounts. So just let your friends and family members know, we have exclusive discounts for this coming September intakes, okay, September intakes up to 50% discount on tuition fee, The fee that we saw just now, okay, this including tuition fee plus some non-recursive fee and some recursive fee. So this is the amounts including tuition fee and some additional charges. So the discounts, okay, 20%, 30%, and 50% discount is only applied to the tuition fee in our programs. So this is our posters that you can actually look for in our Facebook. Okay. So remember that March this day, 12th September is our closing dates for our September intakes. So please grab this opportunity to join us and get recognized of your skill, knowledge throughout our masters in computer science coursework programs. Okay, you can attend those the discount between 20 to 50% discounts. Yeah, so you can visit our programs page at the www.fcsit.unimas.my/MCS. So Facebook, also have Facebook for our programs. So you can just search for masters in computer science at UNIMAS Facebook. So the URL to the Facebook is www.facebook.com/mcs.unimas. So if you have any inquiry, you can actually WhatsApp me through the numbers that were on the screen, 013-801-3610. Or if you prefer emails, you can email to me as well, splau@unimas.my. So a lot of information will be available in our official website, which is www.fcsit.unimas.my/MCS. Yeah. So I think that's all for my presentations. And I back to you, Karen, or the MC. So let us check what are the questions that we have. Yeah, we're still waiting for some questions. All right, so we have some questions over here. So, what's the main difference between MITMs and MCS? Also, MITM stands for Master in the Information Technology Management, and MCS is a Master in Computer Science. So, main difference between these programs, MITM right, more on the management of the IT side, and MCS I would say is more technical, more hardcore types of computer science programs. Yeah. So how to? We have another question over here. So how to apply and what is the process? So all right. So if you want to apply for our programs, you can visit our website for the MCS. Okay. Let me pause the link. Hold on, please. So you can visit our link over here, www.fcsit.unimas.my/mcs. So if you follow the link right, there is one tab showing how to apply. So perhaps let me share the screen to you guys. All right. So if you can see my screen, right? This is the websites for Master in Computer Science. Okay. So you can just scroll down. Okay. We have a how to apply tabs over here. So you can apply to our programs through the apply here buttons. So when you click here, you will link to our postgraduate studies website. So you can from here, right, you can just submit your applications over here, a new application form, then you click submit. Then along the way, you just need to follow the steps that we have in these forms, and you're required to upload some documents in soft copy documents, such as your certs and so on, some informations, and click submit. Then the persons, the staff in this graduate school will check through your applications and notify you if there is a missing documents. They will email to you. So if there's nothing wrong with your application, right, then you surely will approve your applications. Then you receive your offer letters from us. Yeah, through email. Yes, it is has accountable for the companies for that wish to send their staff to study. Okay, the staff to studies. Yes, it is. You can claim under the HRDF claimable. Yes, you can apply for that as well. Yes. Yeah, I think our staff at the University Music School also mentioned that to apply, you need to have some supporting document to be uploaded to this our postgraduate website. their degrees and the transcripts and resume as well. Yes, there is entrance for FLA, FLC. Yes, yes. So what's the difference between the FLA and FLC, right? There is some documentations in MQA's MQA websites. So for FLA, okay, it's accreditations of parallel experiential learnings, okay? So if you have some working experience, but lack of formal academic qualifications to proceed to pursue our programs, Masters in Computer Science, yes, you can use your working experience as the requirements to enroll to our programs. For FLC, FLCs is to have a credit transfer for the courses that you enroll based on your accumulative experience, based on your experience as well, okay, knowledge or skills to obtain some credit transfer. That means some of the courses, right? Some of the courses, right? You already have experience. Let's say you have some working experience, then you can be entitled for credit transfer. That means you don't have to take all the courses. We can have some credit transfer on the courses. So that's different between the FLA and FLC. So FLA allow you to do the credit transfer based on your experience, based on the knowledge and skill. And the FLA is based on if you don't have the formal education qualifications, but you have some working experience, you also can use that to apply to our programs, So how about the projects? Okay, how about the projects? So the projects, okay, the project is if you have this undergraduate bachelor degrees in computer science, right? You have one course called final year project. So for masters in computer science, you via coursework, right? Our final projects are similar nature. I mean, the structures is similar to the final projects, but of course the depths will be a bit different. So at the end out, right, you're gonna have some projects, and of course you need to do some write-ups on the it's a thesis. Not a thesis, it's more like a report, I would say, more like a report. It's not as comprehensive as the master by research type of thesis. Is much less than that. Yeah, so don't worry about that. You know, we can work together. Okay, we'll work together to get through for the this thesis or these 5 years computer science projects. Yeah, 5 projects. A lot of people think that computer science projects is really huge, but we'll work together. Okay, go through these things. Should be fine. No issues, right? We have a lot of experience class this teaching staff that can guide you through the entire process. Yeah, so rest assured, don't worry about that. Yeah, for the classes, right? For master in computer science via coursework or programs, all the classes is conducted during the weekends. Okay, weekends normally is from in the mornings until in the afternoons. Okay, for example, like 4 to 5 hours, per course, 4 to 5 hours per course. So normally it's around start at 9, end in 1, okay, or start at 8, end in 1 o'clock in the afternoons. So that will be our mod. Okay, that will be our how the class will be conducted. Yeah. So there's no questions how to apply for FLA FLC. The detailed information I need to dig out first. I will put inside the website or the Facebook as well. So let me find out the details, the step-by-step details for FLA and FLCs, and I will post it in the Facebook as well as the our official website for this MCS. I will let you know. All right. So if possible, please drop me an emails. Okay, I can reply you personally regarding the FLA or FLC's requirements. Yeah. So this is my informations. Okay, this is my informations. So if you want to find out some more details, please visit our MCS website. Okay, www.fcit.unimas.my/MCS. Okay, or you can visit our Facebook, www.facebook.com/mcs.unimas. Or you can send me a WhatsApp message or email to me if you have any inquiries regarding our programs. Yeah, we have some other questions. Is it possible for non-IT or CS backgrounds, but degrees in engineering or science with some relative working experience and professional certificates to be accepted in the programs? I will encourage you to apply first, and we will go through your applications one by one and to check whether you can be accepted to the our programs. Okay. Because our programs mainly have a very depth, or say technical subjects. So some of we might require some background of IT and computer science background. But of course, if you have some related working experience, okay, or professional certificates, you can apply through these FLA, FLC's channels. Okay, FLA, FLC channels, right? So hopefully I answer your questions. Let me check, is there any questions? So again, this is my my contact. Okay, if you have any questions, okay, any question or inquiries regarding our programs, Master in Computer Science, please do me an email or send me a WhatsApp message. Or if you like to visit our websites, you can go to www.fcsit.unimas.my/mcs/mcs, or you can visit our Facebook www.facebook.com/mcs.unimas. Then you can find some detailed information regarding our programs, our programs over here. Yeah. So if you wish to apply to our programs, you are mostly welcome. Please visit the www.fcit.univers.my/mcs. Under that page, we have a tab for apply to the programs. Okay, apply to the programs, and the links will direct you to our graduate school website, and you just need to follow the steps. Upload some supporting documents such as your resume, your transcripts, your certs, and others that is required by the systems. Then just click submit, and the graduate school will contact you shortly regarding your applications. If your applications is not complete or you're missing some documents, they will actually acknowledge you via email. So if anything is correct, right, then you will get your offer letters to our programs in a short while. Okay, in a short while. So because right now our country is under MCO's mover control orders, so you might experience some delay. So if you have any questions, please drop me an email. If you have you have submitted your applications, but you don't have any response from the graduate school or for the systems, just drop me an email so I can help you to check or to speed out the process. Okay, so yeah, so because currently our country is under the movement control orders, so not a lot of our staff are working from homes, and the access to the file or the system rights might have some difficulties. So you might experience some delay for this period of times, right? So if you have questions, okay, you can just drop me an email, and or you can ask me, and you can visit our website, okay, as well, if you want to have a detailed information as well. Yeah. So let me check. Is there any questions? Yeah. The links also been posted in the Facebook. Okay, in the Facebook. Okay. So for faculty contact, right, can contact me directly. So if you want to contact the Univers Business School, right, you can contact with this Carissa, okay, from Univers Business School. Just for information, Univers Business Schools are handling the master programs via coursework, so they were handling it as well. So don't be shy, just drop me an email, or you can send your emails to Univers Business School as well for further inquiry. Okay, for further inquiry. So for subject methods, please contact us. Right, please contact us if you want to know further regarding our programs. So let me check. So let me paste the link. Yeah. So this is our website. Okay, this is our website. So from this link, right, that I post in the chat, this link, right, will direct you to our faculty website. Okay, our faculty website. Let me show. Okay, yeah, to our faculty website, and from there, right, you can apply to our programs via these links under this how to apply tabs. Right, how to apply tabs. Then you link you back to the graduate school web applications. So you just need to follow the steps as instructed in the systems. Okay. Yeah, I think there's no more questions received. I think we can end the sessions now. So again, if you have any questions, any inquiries, please drop us an email, or you can just WhatsApp to us, okay, to me, or drop me an email. And yeah, I think that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attentions and your attendance to our online preview of the programs. Yeah, so